So I've been pretty badly behind on a bunch of things. You might notice over the past few weeks I've been catching up on many of the things I've been falling behind on, and one of those has unfortunately been Helluva Boss. I couldn't believe it, but 2 episodes and a music video I will be watching today. Part of the reason I fell so far behind is there was such a distance in between Full Moon and the previous released episode that I wanted to make sure I rewatched all the episodes prior to sitting down to do a reaction so I wouldn't just be completely gone in the brain in terms of some plot details. Probably wasn't necessary on the whole, but sorry. My understanding of Just Look My Way is that it's not canon. It was originally a fan song, much like Addict. I could be wrong in that assumption. I try not to look up too many things, but no, assumption. It's not an assumption. It is an understanding gained from elsewhere. This will be Stolas. Let's do it. Dum bum bum. Gonna get some Moonlight Sonata. Follow up from the deal with Ozzy.
Is expected, an oath by blood to hold the tome, and the starlight passes overhead, fuels all the skills I've honed. I am a guardian, a watcher of these ancient rites. Yet I find myself drawn from that path on those dazzling moonlit nights. Let me hold you, keep you close to me. I long to hear your...
Stolas really does have probably the best singing voice in this show. I'm trying to think. It has to be him. It's just so soothing, and hearing it be sad feels wrong.
Let me off on those dazzling moonlit nights. Let me hold you.
Look, as many issues as you have, Stolas, Blitz has countless more. And he needs to solve all of those before he could ever have an actual relationship with you, if it's even possible.
Keep you close to me. I long to hear your voice. But dearest, I know better now. I must give you this choice. I can give you everything you need.
The best part about this is this is probably actually happening. He's just fucking with the cosmos.
Just look my way. Is there something more that I don't know that you won't say till we've both grown cold? Just say.
Each of you barely know the other is the sad thing.
This unspoken contract, a deed we forged for mutual gain. If that's all this was.
Alright, hold on a fucking second here. Look at this. Look at the wallpaper potential right here. I'm gonna get rid of the captions here for a second. Look. If someone hasn't turned this into a looping animation where he just keeps walking down, I will be sorely disappointed. As I would absolutely turn this into a live wallpaper on my PC. This is fucking gorgeous. Look at that. I know it's a silly thing to gush over, but I like how in the reflection down below him, he's just ever so slightly fuzzier. It's a silly thing to like, but where I'm at. What? Oh, captions.
What is this rooted pain? I don't care. that you're of lower station, or primed to sate my dark temptations. Why can't you understand? Let me explain. And I'm terrified.
Is it wrong that those dark temptations I kind of want Stolas to sing at Ozzy's at some point? Just the direct,
I don't care.
uncensored.
Lower station, or primed to sate my dark temptations. Why can't you understand? Let me explain. And I'm terrified as I cry to make these feelings true. What's left for me and my broken heart if I cannot have you? Unless it's
Alright, that's making me think of one of my favorite lines in all of Steven Universe. It's from the song It's Over, Isn't It? Who am I now in this world without her? Petty and dull with the nerve to doubt her. Really, that whole song has a very similar vibe to this, though totally different reasons for the character going through their crisis.
as I cry to make these feelings true. And I'm terrified as I cry to make these feelings true. What's left for me and my broken heart if I cannot have you? Unless it's me, and no matter what in this world I could give, it's not enough to get through the walls you've conjured up to.
The sad thing for Stolas is, let's say that him and Blitz can end up together proper in the end and it works out. Even if that's the case, I think the best thing for Stolas would take like 2 or 3 years off from dating, just to, be there for his daughter, / maybe go to therapy for a while. Maybe not, maybe it's not for him. But as is, I think they're both just not in a position to really know what's best for them, more so Blitz.
Not have you. Unless it's me.
That line, I'm sorry, keep going back, but that line really is killer.
Make these feelings true. What's left for me and my broken heart if I cannot have you? Unless it's me, and no matter what in this world I could give, it's not enough to get through the walls you've conjured up to live. Is this what you feel? Scorned by around the
Kinda dig how the tail works into the fetal position there.
what you are. So I'll grant you this mercy, this bind on our souls needs to end. Free.
Here's one peculiar thing to me. And I know it is a little bit there on Blitz's end, but usually, if you were gonna do this, it'd be the red string of fate, as far as the metaphors go, and I'm a little surprised that it's not just a red string because of how common that is. I don't know if there's other... I know that they're going for the color schemes here. Maybe that's the only reason, though I'm a little, again, weirded out that it's not like half red, half blue. It's just a weird decision to me. Not bad, or it doesn't do anything damaging.
What you are. So I'll grant you this mercy, this bind on our souls needs to end.
Y'all too need to, like, be friends for...
Try to make amends for making you means to an end. So look my way. Please look my way.
God damn it!
If there's something more that I don't know, I'll save us
Dragon Ball Z for love.
And just say, look my way.
Back to Kid Stolas? Oh, for a second there, I thought we were like seeing him as a kid to like show that his inner child, something like that. The song itself was good. I'm definitely more in that show tune category for liking songs, so it would never be my favorite as far as that goes. But the animation, I don't get it. Helluva Boss is among the greatest looking animated things, period, that I've ever seen. And it's amazing to me that what is still an indie production, though, yeah, debatable as far as how big the studio has become, in my opinion, whether we should still consider it an indie production, but whatever, but still much smaller than all these other animation studios, is able to pull that off. I think it's amazing. Like, this is fucking gorgeous. I gushed about a bunch of it, but just look at that.
I will try this way. Yes, I'm self-grown cold. Must give you this choice. I can give.
It's not as extreme as Angel Dust either, by the way, but there's a lot going on for Stolas too as a character that, by my understanding, I'm not an animator, so I'm going off of only what I've learned elsewhere, not speaking from my own knowledge. By my understanding, how long his limbs are, all of the extra little details, like on his collar here, the scruffs, make this kind of character very difficult to animate in a 2D space. So the fact that they did that and it still looks so fucking gorgeous, it's amazing.
All the skills I've honed. I am a guardian, watcher of these ancient rites.
Angel Dust is a nightmare, my understanding, just because of the extra arms whenever those are in play. Especially in the pilot where they did more with Angel Dust there.
Let me hold you, keep you close to me. I long to hear your voice. But dearest, I know better now. I'm
Fucking outstanding. I'm gonna be watching Full Moon next. I don't think this is canon at all, but if it turns out that this is in Full Moon, oops. Next time. I didn't do the credits. Let's do the credits. Produced, created, and directed by Vivian Matrano. Starring Bryce Pinkham as Stolas. Casting and voice production by Horseless Cowboy. Casting director and executive producer Timothy Cubison. Voice director Richard Horvitz. Producer Austin Snyder. Casting associate Brenda Marie Phillips. Casting and voice production by Horseless Cowboy. Voice production coordinators. I'm not entirely sure if it's the middle group, but Alex B. Kim, Anthony Bianincello, Christina Diamantara, Salvador Blahe Montiel, Samuel J. Richardson. Associate producers were Anastasia Barbado, Sarah Duvall. Dialogue recordists were Josh Greenfield, Yav Littman, Mateo Barragan, Simon Guevara Wells. Dialogue editors were Cesar Marenko, Carrie Shack, Kevin Patel. Audio QA was Stephanie Kamiri and Jake Gaskill. The interns were Frankie Westmoreland, Katiana Sarkeesian, George Drysdale, Haley Button, Kaylee Pine, Brian Tayloni, Alexis Holt, Euron Maudel, Maeve Schmidt, and Noah Alderet. Board leads were Zach Gearing, Ariel Somerville, storyboarded by Samantha Ames. Head of production was Tom Murray. Animation director was Sky Henwood. Animation leads were Melanie Morozek and Ariane Roy, and Ames Hurd. Thought new name for heard was Avon, but I might be thinking of another person. If so, apologies. Art director was Sam Miller. Animators was Anthony Wyatt, and Jacqueline MacArthur, Wesley Hellinger, Jessica Saint Amand, Matthew Mathery. Who the fuck is Mathery? Matthew Margerson, Alicia Clark, David Hernandez Alvarado, Annie Bearden, and Valentina Vega. Will Wright. How did they do this with so few animators? Will Wright, Corbin Bowman, Brian Salter, Tilly Lawrence, Liam Harris, and Julia Cali Lorenzo. Or who? Yeah, probably Julia. Julia? Maybe. Additional services by Toon City, Manila, Vancouver. I guess there weren't that many characters, obviously, so maybe it was easier, but still, fucking nailed it. CUIB director was Alvin Algernon Sartho. Senior QIB director, yeah, it's QIB, that sounds more right. Froilin Gervaux, QIB checker, was Bobby Coronado. Color stylist was Carla Neal. Lead color stylist was Mary Leon Veloso. Technical director was Thelmo. I really hope their middle name is Thelmo. Quality control checker was Dennis Fabros and Samuel Gonzalez. Production director was Reggie Umali. Production assistant was Gaudencio Lonsang. Senior production assistant was Joel Shu. Creative asset supervisor was Jeffrey Gungan. Production coordinator was Jinky Factor. I love that. Compositing supervisor was Antonio Cardiente. QIB artists were Joanna Maria Acajedo. I think that's a J. Yes, Acajedo. Joanna Maria Acajedo. Marco Antonio Briones. Chester, I can't say names! Chester John Burgos. Lester Cavill. Ryan Chica. Marianne Fajardo. Robert Florida, Teode Yaringaro, Rowena Isip, Bernie John Isip, Angelina Legaspi, Jan Ray Marzan, Ron Miranda, Jamie Odevalli, Jamie Odevillas, Jay Ungray, Jocelyn Pedro, Dennis Pandavilla, Cherie Rabadia, Ray Jonathan Ramos, Lutgardo Rhoda, Melvin Talagtag, Erickson Villegas. Compositors were Mark Anthony Camara, Malvin Deos Reyes, Carlos Miguel Muncal. Painters were Raquel Evelyn Kiabab. I think I said that right. Mary Michelle Chavez, John Erickson de Leon, Marlon Estelonia, Rommel Gubaya, Rommel Gubaya, yeah, I'm sorry, Rommel Gubaya, Michela Martine Mantilla, Maricel Plaza, Abigail Rivera, Michael John Cesperez, Reza Marie Takuban. Cleanup was Signe Dagmar Schletterman. Oh, he's happy to see that name. Cleanup leads were Samantha Ambris and Logan Niblock. Background leads was Savannah McKendry. Background team was Katie Ellie, Anna Relenort, and Sam Miller, and Joe Stort. Glad I had the, have there been any other of the closed captions? I don't think so. FX team was Silk Karakan Zarni, Zamina Sesteta Kelly, and Cyber. FX lead was Carolina Paez. The design leads were Cecilia Callis-Calves, Donna Zamet, and Sam Miller. Compositing team was Brandon Dries, Julia B. Babishiva, yeah, Steve Roberts, Zach Monroe, and Fletcher Del Vecchio. Comp leads were Colton Siemens and Michael Boggs. Motion graphics were Michael Boggs. Production assistant was Monica Franco, Josie Nealon, Jacob McCaw, and Lucas Choboyd. Invoicing was Hillary Locke, and production supervisor was Adam Nealon. Just Look My Way, performed by Bryce Pinkham. Written and produced by Paranoid DJ, sound designed by Paranoid DJ. Special thanks to Allison Medrano, Brandon Grikas, Monica Franco, and Reagan Williams. Reagan Williams. I can't say Williams? Good God. Patreon supporters, thank you everyone for your patience and support. Spindle Horse. Awesome. Next time.